Welcome. So why are you here? You must be facing or considering divorce. Is it happening now? Have you moved out? Or were you forced to move out? Alone in your new place? Away from your soon-to-be ex and your kids? I was there, right in the same spot, as many millions of other men have too. And you were wondering how you will go on, as if you were the only person this has ever happened to. Well, you were not. And as you will find out, your story may not be all that different. What you will learn is that you can move on, because millions of men have moved on from divorce and lead successful, happy lives. Success in parenting, business, and finding new love. Living fun, happy, healthy, fulfilling lives. Retaining their assets, earning potential and security. Hitting new highs in their careers, businesses, and personally. Being the father they are intended to be and raising their children. But how? Most divorce information is limited and bleak. Most divorce information is geared toward women. Very little divorce information is available for men. The majority of divorce information for men is outdated and assumes they will abandon their children. And lawyers don't make it any easier. Which one to hire? What will they do for me? If I just pay them, won't they take care of everything? You can't put your fate in their hands. Given the lack of divorce information for men, a confusing legal system, and the daunting task of finding an attorney, there are many pitfalls to divorce. But there are many men who have moved on. Many that you know well. Here are just to name a few. If divorce can't stop someone from leading the free world, building a massive media and real estate empire, winning the toughest bicycle race on earth, reinventing their career on television, surfing the world's biggest waves, winning dozens of NASCAR races, it certainly won't stop you. And what about the untold many men in every neighborhood in town who have their own fantastic story of success? I've met quite a few along the way. These men got through it, so can you. It wasn't that easy for me though. I probably started just like you, confused and disoriented. I was kicked out unexpectedly. When I got home from a business trip, my stuff was gone. She put it in storage. Then she threatened me and I had to leave. I ended up alone in a crummy room. I couldn't concentrate, I couldn't work, I couldn't eat or sleep. I thought it would not be in my child's life. I thought I ruined everything. This was certainly not the case. Most of what I thought is conventional wisdom about divorce. We are constantly told by the media that divorce will ruin kids. We are constantly shown celebrities who portray terrible examples of divorce. We hear every day in the news about deadbeat dads. We hear about vicious divorce lawyers who set out to completely destroy men. Divorce makes good, salacious news. We equate divorce with failure. The effects of divorce on mental health are well documented and very real. Depression, suicide, financial ruin are just some of these issues, and you should take these issues very seriously. Society's portrayal of the divorced dad is one of shame and misery. And I've known others that showed me divorce was tough, and I'm sure you've heard war stories. These examples and conventional wisdom fill your head and make you feel very bad. Experiencing divorce for the first time with no clear plan or examples of how to carry on can be confusing and scary. See, I was where you are now, and I swore that divorce would not bring me down. And I took a different option. With these examples, we know that many men move on from divorce and lead fantastic lives. And how did they do it? And how can you do it? How can you prepare and focus on the most important aspects of your divorce? Contrary to popular belief, it always doesn't take hiring an expensive lawyer. It comes down to your preparation and knowing what you want. It comes down to your physical, mental, and spiritual health. It comes from the inspiration of holding on to your kids. It's preparing for the inevitable thing that has to happen. Either your ex or the court will determine your future. Your future will either be determined by a trial or an agreement you and your ex work out. It's understanding all of the points that matter and preparing your information accordingly to win in either case. It's preparing your own strategy before you contact an attorney. It's preparing the right information to keep your custody, money, and your future life. That's why I created the Men's Field Guide to Divorce. I recognized there was a stunning lack of information geared towards men entering divorce. I wrote from my personal experience, from all that I learned during my divorce that lasted for 2 years. All I want to do is deliver this to you in a no-nonsense practical guide for what you need to do at the beginning of your divorce, right when it starts to happen. But first, please subscribe now to my mailing list and get my free special report, The Men's Top 10 Rules for Divorce. It'll show you the top 10 things I recommend to do right now as your divorce gets underway. These tips can save you a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of stress and worry. By following these 10 things from the outset, you can have a much better outcome in divorce. Also, after you subscribe to my list, you need to check out my book, The Men's Field Guide to Divorce, Planning and Strategy for Keeping Your Kids, Your Money, and Your Life. It's full of everything I learned during my divorce, delivered to you in one place, so you don't have to wade through countless books and websites that may not be geared towards you. This information is unconventional and very controversial, and it's very rare or even impossible to find it elsewhere. Also included is the Divorce Field Guide checklist with over 100 things you need to do to safely prepare and create the best strategy for your divorce. These tips and all this information will save you lots and lots of money. It will save you a lot of time. It will give you the right things to focus on, and it'll help you create the best mindset that you can have to successfully conclude your divorce. So sign up for the Top 10 Divorce Actions newsletter and check out the Men's Guide to Divorce now. Thank you.